be scared here.
Johnny.
Well, you're still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes.
I can't look! Take your popcorn! This is too far for me! Take it! Turn it off! Hey guys, welcome back to another segment of 31 Nights of Halloween. Doing another movie review, of course. 30 Days a Night. 30 Days a Night is obviously, well, not obviously, but, I mean, first time I looked at this case, I really thought it was a zombie movie. Then I went into it, and it was surprisingly a vampire movie. This movie was directed by David Slade. Must say, I have to say this first thing is, it was shot well. I mean, yes, there's some sequences with the shaky cam. It might have been used too much in this, but wow, you could tell they really tried on this one. I can tell they tried on this one. Really good cast, I must say. Actually, the acting was okay for the most part, but you know, it says on the front the most terrifying vampire movie ever made. I have to disagree with that. It's not the most terrifying vampire movie I've ever seen in my entire life. No, if you want to see a really, really scary vampire movie, you slip on Nosferatu, and you're not gonna go to sleep that tonight. All right, Nosferatu, I must say, is creepier, and Salem's Lot. I think Salem's Lot's creepier, but this one does have its suspense and terror. Of course, I bought this one for DVD at the Kmart for $5, and I was like, all right. I heard a lot about it. I heard it was really good, so I just like I'm gonna grab it, and I grabbed it, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it one bit. I think it's a really good movie in general. I really enjoyed 30 Days a Night. It's a new take on a vampire kind of deal. Better than Twilight, yes. Better than any Twilight, yes. Better than the prequels to Twilight they're going to be making in the next 30 years, yes. I don't know if they're making prequels. I hope not. Yeah, if you're a vampire fan and you love like Lost Boys and stuff, oh, Lost Boys is another one. Don't forget Lost Boys. Lost Boys is badass in general. This movie itself is badass. Really, it is. I have to say, there's a main okay. Pretty much, you got this town out in the middle of Alaska, and you got your main character played by Josh Hartnett, and then there's his girlfriend Melissa George, and they're out in the middle of Alaska, and Josh Hartnett's character is the sheriff around the parts, and he does everything he can to keep him safe and everything. And then all of a sudden, these strangers come to the town, and they're dressed in black suits. They're dressed like mobsters kind of deal guys. And there's this one in particular that is the main leader of the vampires. I can't remember who he's played by, but really, really freaky guy, I have to say. My apologies. I'm looking at the case more in the camera, and that's just not cool with me. So let's get to the point. Ooh. One minute, guys. Ooh. I did not know this was a comic book. That's cool. That's really cool. This is based on a book, and I did not know that. I just had to look at that really fast. My apologies. But no. Anyway, you got this, town out in the middle of Alaska, and you got these strangers who walks up, they are starting to kill off people, and they're crazy too. They kind of are like, their teeth, they're not like vampires like with the teeth with only 2 points. Their whole mouth is full of sharp fangs and stuff, and it's just crazy. And no, they're vampires, yeah. I mean, in this movie's in its own way, these are vampires, most definitely, yeah. I have to agree with the Jump in Your Seat Thrills by Thelma Adams, U.S. Weekly. That says it right there on the back of the case. If you can't see that, your luck just ran out. You got her saying that. Now, I didn't jump necessarily. There was a few jump scares in there that kind of got me, but I didn't necessarily freak out. Like, I mean, I could understand if you freak out in this movie. I understand, like, it has its creepy images, but I didn't freak out, like, how do I say it? Movies like this with vampires, or, I mean, some vampire movies freak me out. Don't get me wrong. They creep the crap out of me. But movies like this, slasher movies, they don't scare me. As more of just entertain me. Like, they get me with the jump scares at some points, but they entertain me more than anything. Like, I can sit there and watch them all day, entertainment-wise. There's movies like, oh man, don't get me started. The Conjuring just came out. I watched The Conjuring in theaters like twice, and I literally can't watch that movie for a while because I will freak out no matter how many times I see it. Those paranormal movies usually get me. These movies right here, they're mostly entertainment for me. I bought this one, and I'm really glad I bought it, and I really am glad I got it now, and I own it. There's that, and then there's this, and really well done film, really well done. I'm going to read you guys the back of the case, and then we'll get started with what I think of the movie in general, and I'll grade it. Okay. Josh Hartnett, main character, crosses over to the dark side in this bone-chilling adaptation of the cult hit graphic novel brought to the screen in all its demonic glory. In a small Alaskan town, 30 Days of Night is a natural phenomenon very few outsiders visit, until a band of bloodthirsty, deathly pale vampires mark their arrival by savagely attacking sled dogs. But soon, don't make fun of me, I'm not a good reader. But soon they find there are much more satisfying thirst quenchers about human beings. One by one, the townspeople succumb to the living nightmare, but a small group survives, at least for now. The vampires use the dark to their advantage, and surviving this cold hell is a game of cat and mouse and screams. Very much. Directed by David Slade, hands off to him. I'm going to grade 30 Days a Night a 4 out of 5. I really had no problems with it by the fact, it might have been too long of a movie. It was quite a bit of a long movie, actually. It wasn't long, but it was maybe longer than what it needed to be. In all means, it doesn't beat like Fright Night or Lost Boys or Nosferatu for me. That's my opinion. You guys can say this movie, that nearly just gave me a heart attack. My movie just fell over for some reason. That really almost gave me a heart attack. I'm not even joking. I might get my inhaler out here in 5 seconds. After this review, I might just get my inhaler out. Whew, that scared me. Anyway, you got this movie. This is, you guys could say this movie is like the top notch of a vampire, what a vampire movie should be. And I don't get you wrong. Any vampire movie could beat Twilight. Badass. Right there. Movie's just badass. Awesome movie. Really, I think the one thing that irritated me more than anything is when, they're running from these vampires and they're hiding in these houses and everything, and some of the people make the stupidest mistakes. Like, I'm not even joking, like this old man. I feel bad for him, actually. The old man, I never knew what happened to him, actually. Spoiler alert, there's going to be a spoiler right here. I have to say it. There's an old man in the movie, like a veteran, and he, has like a old timer or something, and he's walking around, and no, I gotta go find my son, and he walks out of the house. You're not supposed to make noise. He walks out of the house, and his son literally has to go after him, and he pushes a girl down and almost knocks her out. How asinine can you be from that? That's awful. That's some crazy crap right there. I'm not even joking with you right now. Really fun movie. 4 out of 5. Like, comment, tell me what you guys think of 30 Days a Night. What's your guys' favorite vampire movie in general? What do you guys think of David Slade as a director, if you've seen the movie in general? Subscribe to this channel, guys, and most definitely, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Watch more of our 31 Nights of Halloween here on the M News. Thanks for watching.